Hello guys. So we're gonna do this video. I got some bedhead going on, but yeah, I'm seeing a lot of stuff go around and I feel like this needs to be talked about. So here you go. We need to talk about the HantaVirus, but not the way the news is talking about it. We're going to look at the origins, the lies, the gruesome details they don't want you to think about, and the ancient biblical word that perfectly describes what the virus does. By the end, you'll see a picture that is not perfect mathematical proof like the 1800-year pattern, but is so striking and so dark that it demands your attention. First, the official story. The name HantaVirus comes from the Hantan River in South Korea. That's a real place. During the Korean War, thousands of soldiers were struck by a mysterious disease, and the virus was eventually traced back to rodents near that river. The official narrative is simple, a scary virus named after a river, but when you look closer, the name of the river itself is screaming a truth that the machine is desperate to hide. The machine's own AI Grok is now claiming that Hanta is just a modern Hebrew slang for scam or fraud. They want you to think that this whole thing is a joke, just another silly internet rumor to be dismissed. But I have looked for the history of this slang and I cannot find it. There is no etymological record of Hanta meaning scam in ancient or even modern Hebrew. The word scam in Hebrew is akitza. The claim that Hanta means scam appears to be a recently invented and seeded piece of disinformation from the machine's own AI. Its bright, flashing red flag, a public relations tranquilizer dart to keep you calm, while the real truth, the ancient truth, sits right underneath your nose. And what is the real truth? The machine is now telling you exactly what it plans to do. Look at the first horrific sign they showed the world. Betsy Arakawa, the wife of actor Gene Hackman, died of HantaVirus. But the news didn't just report her death. They specifically and repeatedly reported that her body was found in a state of partial mummification, with her hands and feet mummified. The authorities quickly explained this away as a natural process, claiming the dry conditions in her house caused this. But I've asked for a list of other cases where a body partially mummifies in a normal home in such a short time, and I was met with silence. The evidence for it being a common occurrence just isn't there. The first publicized victim of this new plague presented the exact horrific sign, the disease's true name, and they explained it away with dry air. This is because the word Hanta is not a meaningless label from a river. It is a derivative of an ancient biblical Hebrew word called chanada. And chanada has a very specific and very disturbing meaning. It means the process of embalming or mummifying a dead body. It is the word used in the book of Genesis when Joseph commands the physician to prepare the body of his father Jacob for burial. The act of embalming is the preservation of a corpse, and the plague that embalms you is a plague designed to turn the living into a walking dead, preserved in fear, wrapped in linen of lockdowns, and sealed inside the tomb of their own compliance. So let's put this picture together. The connections are not 100% perfect. I am not claiming this is mathematically precise as the 1800-year calendar pattern. The linguistic link is not coded gematria from the Bible, but the pieces from a terrifying and coherent image form a terrifying and coherent image. The virus is named for an ancient word meaning embalming. The machine's own AI is lying to cover up that meaning with the fake slang definition. The first publicized victim was described as having a mummified hands and feet. These coincidences stack up to produce a very real and very dark picture. The signs suggest that HantaVirus has the potential to become a real pandemic, a plague that makes COVID look small. And the machine's own confession hidden in the name is that this is a plague sent by Jesus, a judgment of embalming upon the world that rejected the Father. The King is here and the King is speaking. It is time to watch and listen.